Right. We're back. So let's see what we can do in the front room then. How many times have you cut down the price of these Aztec figures? According to the information you found, this billiard pipe, surely of the Canadian variety, will be the perfect gift for Victoria Baxter. Oh. Because she's in Smokers Monthly or something. That was easy. The light tells you it's out of ink, so the image you sent from the laptop can't be printed. So we have to refill the cartridge, or what? I mean, we've had... Pauline has ink. Alright, let's see. The kind of pamper you use to decorate certain articles for your customers. Okay, so we took some pink paper. Those free brochures of Le Tout Petit are really taking their time to run out. It says a lot about how old things are here. The antique store's calling cards, almost as old as the articles themselves. This game is way too realistic. Photo printer. Oh, we're actually taking a card. Okay. A Chinese piece from 1960 that's been on the counter since the last time the lights were cut off. They're in the shop since its last owner gave it to pet it. Oh. They're false. For the last 20 years, every time someone asks about them, the person behind the counter, you these last 3 years, says, I'm really sorry, they have a huge sentimental value and they're not for sale. I guess that's better than saying, well, they're fake and that's why we're not selling them. Pauline's dad died hanging from there 4 years ago, months before you met her. Okay. That's not good. Okay, and I guess there's nowhere we can go here at the front. Murphy's Law strikes again. No ink in the printer. Okay. So can we go out, or will that just take us upstairs? Oh, there's the exit. Okay. I didn't realize that the shop is underground. And so this exit is actually one... Or maybe the shop is like at a terrace. Yeah, there's stairs going down there, so I guess... The stairs lead to the front street where the antique shop's main door is. Okay, yeah, so the main door is on a lower level because the building is in a hill. I'm overthinking this, aren't I? Let's see, we can probably only talk to her either. Yeah.
Pauline.
Tell me.
Tell me. I think someone didn't give the voice actress any direction how to speak things. You know, and it's probably also a bad translation, come to think. Like you wouldn't say tell me in this situation. You would say something like speak or whatever, you know, at best. I would just say yes. So that seems a bit of a weird choice. Or maybe they forgot to make the sound recording for that and just used another one that they had that in writing. But like in French, speak, I think would be like dis-moi or something like that, which can probably be both, like speak or say something. So I would guess, since I think this is no, wait, they're a Spanish studio, aren't they? Well, but it's probably similar. It's kind of confusing, this game, but I mean, like, a lot of European stuff is co-productions, but like Pendulo, I think, is a Spanish studio from Madrid, I think. I mentioned it in the previous stream, but I forgot the details. I think they're from a studio from Madrid, so Spain, and it's set in France. And Microids, the name that was in the opening credits that I pointed out, I think they do comics or some sort like that. I think I know I bought some comics that had their name on it. So either that was a tie-in to, maybe Microids makes games and they have a lot of tie-in comics and I just didn't realize it was a comic based on a game. I don't know. Anyway.
Here, I guess you'll need this to take the pics.
Oops, thanks. Where was it?
In the laptop slot. You left it there, I guess.
Oh, sure. I emptied it yesterday. Old pics. The ones we took from that Tibetan mortar.
Okay. I wonder what she's not telling him now. But that's I think I like this. It's interesting. That that you get to play both of them, and yeah, it's kind of cool. That you now get. I mean, it's kind of obvious how it's acted and directed, I guess, in this game. I think it's not like the voice actress, like it's not hard to do a calm person or something. So my assumption is that it's the voice direction that failed in this part. But like for Pauline, she seems to be overall very aggressive. Which, like in this situation, I mean, why wouldn't he notice? Well, maybe he's just told, like he remembers, I've trusted her for years, but, why wouldn't he remember that? Like, he's been working here for 3 years. So she's been doing something with the card and forgot it. Like, is she, like, snooping on him? Or what is it?
Have you taken the photos of the statue?
But you haven't even given me time to take the camera.
Oh, yeah, right. That would be useful. Sorry, I'm just a little worked up with everything that's going on these days.
And the writing is a little wrong as well. It's not that I dislike this game or anything. I like it. I keep playing it. I want to finish it. I want to explore the story. But the previous game was pretty good. The interaction was different from other point-and-click adventures, but, you get used to it after a while. And there was, like, one spot where I got stuck, but that was it. And this game feels a lot like they compromised a lot of the user interface just to make it work on console. And, yeah, and the voice direction for Pauline is not very good. Whoever directed that, shame on you. No. I mean, I don't know, what, like, the circumstances are. It's often that, like, oh, we did a first recording session, or, like, someone was sick during the recording session or something, so we couldn't do it properly and we didn't have time to redo it, or whatever, Or it could be that this was a French game and just whatever company or Spanish game and whatever company they gave it to, ended up, doing not quite a good job. And it's not bad, it's not like, what was it Resident Evil, I think the first I think it's Resident Evil, right? Which has this spectacularly horrendous, like the original game, has this spectacularly horrendous voice acting where like everyone is like screaming like it's important, everything I'm saying, and like the levels of the different characters in the same conversation are completely different, like the like excitement levels. And it kind of feels like that a little here, but not as bad, so it's okay. It's just like, given this game is so good, the previous game was so good, this one has like things that now irk me a little bit, but it's not bad. It's just, like the programmer in me, the wannabe game designer kind of goes like, okay, these are the things I do not want to have happen in my game if I ever make one.
Hey, I know what to gift Baxter.
Are you sure we need to bribe people?
It's not bribing. It's called diplomacy. Anyway, Baxter is a pipe aficionado, and it's time that we get rid of the billiard pipe.
John, that costs money. We can't afford stupid gifts.
It's not a stupid gift. It's a clever investment.
Okay, John, you win.
There's only one detail missing. Could you paint Baxter's bee on the pipe?
Okay, give me a sample of that bee and I'll take care of it.
As soon as I print it. Here's the pipe.
Okay, and I guess we can get her to give us ink or something. Maybe?
Any progress with the statue's documentation?
Not yet, but I'm on it.
I know I met your dad when I was Choke, but I'd love to meet him now again, now that I'm myself.
Why's that?
I don't know. I just thought that when remembering that your dad hid his diary in the base of the cross. Everything you tell me, everything he did, he was special. Just like you.
And complicated. Thanks anyway.
And complicated.
I saw some red drops in the shower. Did you hurt yourself or something?
John, why do you think I took 2 showers today?
I don't know.
It came just after the first shower.
What came?
John, have you learned nothing about women in 500 years?
Oh, right. I get it.
That's a good cover. Okay, let's follow that conversation.
Talking about your period.
Oh gosh, he's going to start talking about kids again.
Well, you had it a couple of weeks ago, didn't you?
Oh, okay, much better.
It's come up before.
Tension. I clicked. Okay, never mind. I guess we're done.
An email arrived from the Antiques Association of Paris for the annual party thing.
I don't think we can go. Too much work.
It's just one night. I mean, it's not like we get invited to a lot of costume
Then you remember, last year you dressed up as Einstein. Pauline wore a Guy Fawkes mask and she was in a bad mood all night. You didn't have a clue till you came back home and saw Choke's pic in your room.
Okay, you're right. Way too much work.
Oh, he dressed up as Einstein. That means he made his hair white, and then he looked like Choke and not like himself, and that reminded her. You're just European, you know these crooked types of streets. Yeah, it's I guess the stairs are.
How can you work with that music?
It gives me energy. The opposite of those prehistoric lullabies that you like. Wait, if I tell you that it's a mysterious redhead playing this track, will you like it better?
So funny.
When you met her, she had a piercing in her lip. It's been a long time since she last wore it. I guess she has to get it re-pierced if she wants to keep it. Last night, while you were both reading in bed, you caressed her belly. Your last argument about having kids was too recent, so you didn't raise the issue. Awful, unlike your elegant classic shoes. ask her about the printer, I guess. Okay, and I guess we walk out again, yeah. Oh, wait. No, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to do this. Your turn, Pauline. See, I guess he goes back into his room once, yeah. Oh, we didn't talk to Boris. Should have tried that.
John!
New topics to talk to him about?
If things go well, maybe we can take a real holiday. Very far away.
Oh, I thought you wanted to visit Lemur and Weasel again.
John is wrong. You don't want to. You were on your way back from visiting some of your best friends in Amsterdam. John was driving when he had one of his flashbacks, the ones that make him black out for several seconds. He lost control of the steering wheel. The car ran off the road and crashed into a tree. He was unconscious when you barely managed to get him out of the car. He could have died there. Who would he be now?
Weasel will come one of these days to get a painting she needs. And to hell with Lemmer. Hacker reformed, hacker buried.
Oh, I'd love to see her again. And her kids.
Careful, he's about to bring up children again. Change the
Well,
subject.
we'll talk about it later.
Okay, can we give him the ink? No. You still haven't taken photos of the Neo, so what's the point? Okay. So we can't do that. We can't give him ink. So how does he refill the printer? Well, I guess we can take the picture at least. The more you look at the statue, the less you remember where your father put the certificate of authenticity. Probably down there. No, that wouldn't be a smart idea. They are security cameras, not for taking pictures, but before you mount them, you'll have to work out the Baxter thing. Not the best photography gear in the world, but it does the job. Okay, where is the camera? Oh, it's probably all in the chest, right? You could sell it and pay off many debts, but you just can't. Oh, maybe we can use the hammer. Sure, you could open that with this hammer, but you'd also damage the bolt. You could use the nylon hammer instead, but where did you put it? Doesn't let me. Come on. Can I use fixative? You could lubricate the bolt with, hey, no, that's fixative. You achieve the opposite effect. Plus, if you use any kind of lubricant, you'll harm the materials. Okay, so I guess we really need to find that other hammer. That's the chest, not the box in front of it. Hotspots, hotspots. Where are the hotspots? Your turn, John. Let's see if he has any hammers lying around. It's the armor. No, we don't want the armor. Can we close the laptop to get at the door behind it? Yes, we can't. Let's see what it says about the ink. You check the obvious again. There's no ink. Oh wait, can we go out upstairs? Because there is this door, right? The question is it locked again, like in the previous game, or... It leads to a small attic in the commercial part of the shop. The door on the other side is hidden by a huge painting. You cleaned the attic only yesterday. There's nothing there that can help you convince Victoria Baxter. Well, maybe I don't want to convince Victoria anymore, because I already have everything I need. Oh, right. Let's talk to Boris. Here's the exit. Maybe Boris has a hammer. Or ink. The last friend you had when you called yourself Choke. Let's see how he sees him. Without the kerchief, he really looks like the French author Georges Perec, who once wrote a complete book without ever using the letter E. Did he even not use it in his own name? And who you are certain you met in a previous life. Yet, despite his name, he doesn't have even the slightest trace of a Russian accent. What relationship does he have with the USSR? No complaints about his shoes or pants, I guess. Okay. Let's talk to him then. Oh, his official name is Boris de what? Maybe I can catch it if I look at the stream quickly. He chose the first name himself. I don't know. Let's see if we can get it again. The only time you ever asked him his real name, he had a total nervous breakdown. The last friend you had, okay. And maybe now it comes up again. His official name is Boris Doe. He chose the first name himself. His last name was chosen by the insane asylum. Okay, so it's like John Doe. Huh, that's interesting. So what if he's like us? Like they don't know his real name. So maybe he doesn't remember it either?
Hey, Boris.
Say, Joke.
You haven't parked the van yet?
Nope. I'm gonna finish up with something first, and I'll get to that in a jiffy.
What something?
Surfing Facebook. It's important.
Did they send you the results from your last checkup?
Nope. Did I tell you he hit my knee with a little rubber hammer? It was crazy. My leg went boing, and I laughed my ass off. Now I do it all the time. Boing, boing. You try it.
Oh, can we get a rubber hammer from him?
About this TV show. You know, the one where you saw Victoria Baxter? Which TV show was it that Baxter was on today?
One with famous people nobody knows. They're having breakfast with journalists who don't know what they're talking about. And no one sees because they're on at a time when everyone's still snoring.
I guess that means the morning news.
Are you sure she said she was looking for a Nyo?
No. They asked her what she'll do now that she lives in Paris. She said she'd make a sweep of the antique shops in the city in search of Japanese art, which I have a soft spot for, especially for the carvings.
Did she happen to mention anything about her love for tobacco?
Nope. Wait, yes. When they asked her how she liked her breakfast, she said, "It's even better than the French standards. Happy birthday. Only a good pipe could improve it."
Okay, so I guess that would have been the hint if we hadn't found the pipe right away.
Why were they interviewing her in the first place?
Because they didn't have anyone else, I guess. But they said she is one of the most important collectors in Europe and wants to start her own little Japanese museum in Paris.
Why do I have the suspicion that she turns out to be, like, bankrolled by, what was his name, Harry? The millionaire who, Harry White, who like, had us killed again and again and things like that in the previous game that was mentioned on the website, the red-headed billionaire.
How much do you think we can ask Baxter for the sculpture?
Before he lost his mind, Boris' job was to price things.
Oh, what a nuisance. But don't tell the boss I helped you, okay? Date? Origin? Author?
It was made by Unkei, the most highly valued sculptor from the Kei school in Japan at the end of the 12th century.
Conservation state?
It was in very bad shape, but Pauline's father, he did an amazing restoration.
Around 600,000 euros. Happy birthday.
There's something I need to ask you about our previous life in New York.
Oh, Choke. Really? Again?
I know we've talked about it a lot of times, Boris, but I'm certain somewhere in my past there's a key to who I am and why I'm like this.
Oh, okay.
Now tell me again, how did we meet?
I was in the station, sitting on a bench, waiting for...
I know.
You sat beside me, not saying a word. You offered me half a sandwich.
I know we've talked about it a lot of times, Boris, but I'm certain somewhere in my past there's a key
you
to
already
who I
said
am
that?
and why I'm like this.
Oh, okay.
I started to think that the demolished station was a church and that we were members of the Inquisition. Why did I think that?
No idea. You talked a lot of nonsense. I liked that because you were acting crazier than me. And you got food and things for us.
I know we've talked about it a lot of times, Boris, but I'm certain
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
It's just when the screen comes up, they repeat that message. Okay, that's a bit buggy.
Do you think I could ever become Choke again?
Well, Choke, you still are Choke. Younger, but time will change all that. You are less crazy, though. We're both improving, aren't we?
I know we've talked, but I'm...
Oh,
What exactly was it like when you saw me die and then resurrect for the first time?
I laughed my ass off. I thought, so all that nonsense about eternal life is true.
I know we've talked, but I'm...
Oh,
Do you have any idea why I went to that station in the first place?
you were sure that Cadway was related to Cadwallader. And that Cadwallader had something to do with the Inquisition. And someone with ginger hair.
You never told me that before.
Maybe. Or maybe you've just forgotten that I have.
I know we've talked about it, but I'm...
Oh,
Okay, so we know now that Cadwallader is in some way important and someone with red hair. So was it the red-haired girl that he was looking... Maybe that's her name? Or... I mean, he did find... Oh, not Harry. Henry, I think was his name, right? Henry White. That sounds more like it. Okay, but at least we got some conversation out of him. Even though the little square is a dead end and the van doesn't bother anyone, the Paris cops don't seem to see it that way. Alright, let's see. Did he give us a rubber hammer? Nope. Let's see, what can we look at? Thanks to Google's infinite wisdom, you know that Baxter was on the cover of Smokers Monthly. Can I use my phone? Nope. It'd be so easy if I could just, don't know, call someone and order online or something. So where is... Maybe we can talk to Boris. Maybe he has our hammer. Because he says he now does it all the time.
I can't find the nylon hammer.
I have it.
Why?
None of your business. You want it?
Give it to me.
Sure, boss.
Ah, that was easy. Yay! We found the hammer.
Happy birthday.
Anything else? We wanted ink. Oh, maybe we could have asked him about ink. Well, let's open the chest first and see. Maybe we find an ink cartridge that we can give him. There's probably so much stuff in there. Its head, elastic because of the nylon, doesn't damage the objects it strikes. Yes, I know. And bink, bink. All right. One book. One of the books your father became obsessed with because of Choke. He even built a 6'5" reconstruction of the cross on the cover. There's the camera. When John gave you this camera, you pretended to be angry. It was way too expensive. An antique expert's magnifying glass, big but perfect for tasks that demand accuracy. Alright. Anything else? Can't look for the cross in there. Well, I guess let's take the picture. When you press the button, the screen displays the following text. Impossible to save data, insert memory card. You won't be able to take pictures without an SD card. No, I mean... John gave it to you on your last birthday, but you said it was too expensive. Ready. Guess that's all we can do with it. Maybe John will discover stuff. Done. Now you only need to find the documents of authenticity to convince Baxter and secure the sale. Oh, and there's John's little gift too, although you know it's not going to help. So where would the certificate be? I mean, you know, like, it would be kind of stupid to hide it in the base, I guess. Because, you know, then anyone who stole it would have the certificate and could resell it much more easily. I would guess, you know, so I would think that that would be in some separate place with other documents. But let's give John the card, I guess, if we can.
There you go. I almost filled the card. You wanted to see them before?
No need. You don't know how to take a bad picture.
Alright. Maybe we
John!
can talk to him. Okay, nothing new to talk about, I guess. Oh, I guess we can paint on it. So let's see. Pipe. The gift that John wants you to customize for Baxter. You'll need something more important than ink to paint on the pipe. Accuracy. Oh, right, and we need the picture that he hasn't printed yet. Oh wait, John has to ask because she doesn't have the ink cartridge. Right. You wouldn't trust Boris' artistic talent to paint a simple wall. Okay, I guess we can switch over to John. And have him talk to Boris. Maybe he knows something about ink.
I thought I asked you to buy ink for the printer,
And I did.
but there's no ink in the printer.
But you asked me to buy it, that's all.
Logical. Okay, so would you be so kind as to give me the ink cartridge for the printer, please?
With pleasure, Choke. Just ask me.
Yay! We have ink.
Happy birthday!
I hope they'll make this printing unrealistic, because troubleshooting a printer is really not what I want to spend my time on. So I hope he knows how to fill a printer. Oh yeah, it just starts printing. That's good. Most printers I've dealt with so far would have required you to send the print job again, because you'd have to turn them off to put in the ink and things like that. And then they have complete amnesia. Did it print something embarrassing, I bet? No, it just printed a B. Sadly. What? I turned that off. What is the bot doing? Okay. Back.
Here is Baxter's B, so you can paint it on the pipe.
You're such a pest. Just a sec.
By the way, my website works again.
Who do you think restarted the server, smartass?
Oh, oops. Thank you.
Huh. Who do you think restarted the server? So she has access to his server, so maybe on the laptop or something she did. I don't know. I wonder if she manipulated something to make him, maybe he noted down the accident or something and didn't remember it. I don't know. Okay, let's see if she can paint this thing now. All the pics sent to it for weeks while there is no ink. Yeah. Would have been funny if they had a first thing, oh, what's this? Or also, that would have been a way, to deepen the mystery. If we find out that Pauline did something or whatever, then you could have it print a picture that she can explain away or something like that. Alright, let's see. Pipe. Something more important. Accuracy. Okay, let's see what combination they want us to... Yeah, that require accuracy. No shit, Sherlock. If you're going to paint something that requires accuracy, nothing better than your dad's magnifier. Yes. And ink. You'll decorate the pipe that John wants to give Baxter, but what will you paint exactly, and how will you paint it? And now the pipe, I guess. Everything ready? Then get to work. The gift that you have customized for Baxter lacking only the finishing touch. Yes, and that would be fixative. You spray, wait a few seconds, and the pipe is ready. I'm not sure whether you shouldn't maybe, clean it off a little bit, because fixative in a pipe sounds like a good idea to get poisoned. Alright, let's go to John and bring him that. And then we'll find out if there's anything else we can do or anything else we get. You're such a pest.
John,
John! Yell!
I painted the bee on the pipe. What do you think?
Marvelous. Many thanks.
I think it's generally very shouty, this game. Not just her.
John,
Okay, I guess that's it. Just trying. him? No. Okay, so I guess we're leaving again.
Choke, 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 choke.
Choke, check. No, okay.
Your dad did an amazing job of hiding the diary in the base of the cross with such an intricate mechanism.
Does he have... What does he have? Didn't we get something? No. Okay, so that was just a memory. But I can't interact with the filing cabinet, can I? Okay. Let's see. Did we do that before? Oh, maybe... I think this... There were some drawers and things, but I don't think... Well, I'll see. Let's just... Okay, that's just the Aztec figures that do nothing. Let's just see if we missed anything here. Nope. The wallpaper is falling day after day. Let's hope this thing with Baxter helps you pay all the debts left by Pettit, but the one to blame was really you. Can we do anything with this? Nope. Where could Pauline have documents? Are they somewhere on the table? What's this? Anything in there that we haven't seen yet? Could there be a secret compartment in the book? After searching through its pages, the answer seems clear. No. Oh. Maybe... My guess is the thing at the bottom is a secret compartment, and maybe... You touch the symbols and kanjis and notice that the wheels move just like the ones on a safe and make a small click with each turn. But nothing else happens. There must be a numeric key somewhere. Okay. We've made progress. We need a numeric key, though. Oh, maybe the book has the key, and now we go back and check it out. Check it out now, the Funk Soul Brother, right about now. One of the books your father became obsessed with. Okay. I don't know. Can we talk to John about this and solve something that way? Or does Boris have something to say?
Choke, 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 choke.
Nope. Choke, nope. So, what else can we do?
John,
John! I guess not. Okay, so I guess we're going out again. Oh, they were hiding behind there. I was just going like, where did John disappear to? Let's see if he can ask anyone anything that gives us more information, or at least gives him a hint what to find out. Like, why can't she? I guess it's probably not, but you know, like you'd expect him to. No, okay.
By the way, my website worked.
who do you think?
Oh,
Maybe Pauline can take the pics with your smartphone. No. Forget it, she hates using them so much she doesn't even have one. Whoops. That clicked out somehow. Alright, what do we do? Oh, we didn't have anything to say with him already, right? It would be better if Boris parked somewhere else, but if the police come, at least the driver's presence can help you avoid a fine. Yes. Because it's stopping and not parking. I guess. Oh, no, wait. Stop. Can we do anything? Let's see what we can see. Pauline's technique is flawless. The bee is perfect. Now you only need to package and wrap it delicately. Okay, we can do that. Good way to present the pipe, but first you need to find something to put it in. What about the box? Why not? Simple box. You won't find anything better than the box to put Baxter's pipe in, but it needs some decoration, doesn't it? The tissue paper will prevent the pipe from rubbing against the box. And the card, I guess. Yay! Perfect. Let's hope this helps you save the sell the Neo. All right. So now we have a box with something in it. Can we now ask Boris to get that to the mail? Nope. Oh wait, let's show it to her or something and see if that does something. Nope. So let's go back through his rooms and see if we find anything there. Oh, here. What's this shelf? Oh, that was just the armor. Okay. And that's the music. Let me see anything else. Yes, the vase is a great place to hide something if things get hairy. Of course it won't happen now, but you've lived through so many unexpected situations that you always plan those kind of things. Okay, so if we want to hide something, we put it in this vase at least. We just don't have whatever it is. Wait. See what you can do. The more you look at the statue. That's 3. The hand forbids passage. That where this special entry to. Always appears with another one that open mouth further, forming the A sound, symbol for the beginning of everything. As far as you know, the Street Fighter characters to freestyle with the collar. Statue that usually appears with this one wields the staff right side up. How do you open it? Brute force and antiques don't make friends. Although there's no dust, you clean the base with the brush, but you don't find any hidden marks. You touch the symbols and candies, yeah, just like the ones on the safe, and make a small click with each turn. But nothing else happens, yeah. Nothing secret. Think about what John just said, how your father used to hide all kinds of secret messages and things, and then you remember...
The key is to never forget the happiest years of your life. It In my case, 72, 77, and 82. The year I became the owner of Le Tout Petit. The year I met your mother. And the year you were born.
Ah, we have the numbers. You start to get an idea how to find the certificate of authenticity, but where is still a problem. Alright, years 72, 77, 82. Your father could have come up with a simpler combination, but after you set 72 on the first wheel, 77 on the second, and 82 on the third, whee! Alright. The documents John needs to prove to Baxter that the sculpture is authentic. Okay, nothing we can do with them apart from flush them down the John. Yeah, not quite. Oh, somebody wants to get banned again. Oops. I didn't. Yeah, okay, those were two such messages. Oh, three. Somebody. Spammers, yes. That's not nice. Alright, let's see. Where were we? Wanted to tell
John.
Neo documents.
There. I finally found the sculpture documents.
Cool.
Cool. Everything is ready to visit Victoria Baxter and close the deal that will pay off your
John!
debts.
I'm sorry about my negativity about all this. Sometimes I'm just so suspicious.
Hey, don't worry about it. It's okay.
Jesus. Number 17 on Rue Saint-Lison-des-Allers. That is according to the Paris Antique Shop archives, and provided Boris doesn't destroy the building.
No, you should stay here.
You should find Victoria Baxter here. Did I read that right? It was gone very, very quickly. Yeah, okay, that was all it said. Baxter, that sounds promising. You've never liked being observed, yet if Pauline is right, having a smartphone or Facebook account means that you are.
Baxter Mansion. How can I help you?
Hi, I'm from Le Tout Petit's Antique, and
Welcome, Mr. Letou. Do you have an appointment?
No, but actually...
I'm very sorry, Mr. Letou. Miss Baxter is extremely busy.
You should really learn to lie better,
Wait,
John.
can you tell her that I have a 17th century Neo carving?
I can? I shouldn't.
Please?
Okay. Ring back in a minute, will you?
Alright, let's see. According to Boris, in her interview, Baxter said she just moved to Paris, but that B looks as if it's been there for a very long time. So she moved back to her ancestral home or something? It reminds you of Zoltan, the magician in the machine from that movie where a child had a grown-up's body. Jesus, you didn't like it that much. Fiction bores you, but you identified with him. I guess I can understand that. It's the writing is good in this. Like they do little moments like these to characterize their characters, which I really like. You've never liked being observed. Okay. Anything else we can do here? The neighborhood of Saint-Germain-des-Prés in the 6th district of Paris. Its streets wouldn't be more expensive if they were paved with gold. Alright. Can we talk with Boris? See if you're talking. What if this whole affair is a complete waste of time? Maybe you'd better get in the van and leave. Your answer is concise. No. I wanted to talk to Boris. Guess let's push the button again and see if it helps. Oh, we can find a pin code, I guess. You could probably open the door with the right code.
Baxter Mansion. How can I help you?
I'm the guy who rang before, the Neo guy.
Welcome. I'm very sorry, but Victoria Baxter never meets anyone without a proper appointment.
You see what I told you about lying?
However, you have piqued her curiosity.
Okay, you win, but you can't be lucky forever.
Wait till the gates open, and then park in the yard, will you?
Fascinating.
There.
Are you sure it's him?
Yes. Sure. At last.
Hi.
Please, come in. Here's my card.
But there's no information on it.
Don't worry, it's not activated yet, Mr.
John Yesterday.
An appropriate name for an antique dealer, isn't it?
She wants to chat, so chat.
But I'm a historian too.
Even better then. What do you specialize in?
Satanism and sectarianism in the Middle Ages.
No way. I just received the first copy of a book about a satanic sect in the Middle Ages. I can't show it to you yet, but it will make people talk. The writer is an American who, by the way, you're an American, aren't you?
What do we say? New Yorker? Citizen of the world. Adopted Parisian? Let's go with adopted Parisian, I think. It's not a lie, you know?
Yes, but I feel more like a Parisian every day.
I can't say the same. It's not the first time I've moved here, but I always return to London.
You are absolutely right. However, I always ask myself,
Sorry, Mr. Yesterday. We're not here to answer your questions, but mine. Why on earth am I wasting my time with you? Shit!
What's with the attitude? Did you do something wrong, or is she just nuts? How will you win her back? Oh, I guess we do the gift.
I have a little gift for you.
Brilliant! You really know my taste. Many thanks. However, nobody's ever given me a present without asking me for something in return. Oh, shit! Are you going to tell me what it is you want, Mr. Yesterday?
Pretend to be offended? Okay, you're back. You had to deal with a very fussy amethyst that... and lots of adulting. Still adulting. Okay, so this game has several different stories, I take it? Old man is a zombie. Yeah, it kind of looks like it. The thing... but it only said 3 years ago. Like... since it said we dropped Henry in a well, you know, which we did in the previous game, I'm wondering if, you know, like he kind of somehow, like lost life energy. But I guess it's probably more that he's some other cultist, and it's not about Henry. So this game has several different stories. Well, it's like you have flashbacks to John's previous lives, and you play as him and Pauline, so there might be, other flashbacks to whatever Pauline did or something. So my guess, but so far I think everything we've played has somehow been John Yesterday's life. So the question is, do we pretend to be offended, or do we just talk about the Neo? I think let's go with honesty. I mean, she's, like she swears like nothing, maybe she's just into brutal honesty.
Maybe you've heard I have a Neo by Unke. It's perfect and...
Why can't I see it?
Oh, sorry. Here are some photos of the sculpture and its authenticity documents.
You think of everything. I like you. Please make yourself at home while I examine all this. You'll see the room is full of valuable pieces. Feel free to touch. You are, after all, a colleague.
She's absolutely nuts. Yeah, but that's not unusual. Rich people are like cats. 1 minute they purr, the next they scratch. Prejudice much? You'd love to have a similar chimney one day if you and Pauline can ever afford it. Okay, well, let's look at this. It's not activated. Minimalism applied to the business card. No frills, no details. Why do I suspect that this is like a... I don't know. Either it's a... Well, it doesn't have the chip like a SIM card, so I guess it's probably not like we stick it in our phone and suddenly we have... we can contact her at will or something like that. What's this? There could be a book inside.
I just received the first copy of a book about a satanic sect in the Middle Ages.
I'm curious, really curious. Too much so. So I can move it, but I can't actually get an interaction point for it. What's this? Oh, it's Notre Dame. In winter, on those cold nights when tourists freeze to death, you walk to Notre Dame to admire it alone, like in this painting. Yeah, they're definitely cultists, because we know that there was paintings from the cult in Notre Dame, and the cultists apparently had a foothold or something there. You probably read Dante's Inferno in a previous life, because when you look at the cover, you remember one of its verses. All hope abandon ye who enter here. That's kind of an obvious one. A stone samurai wearing the modern iron armor. Ancient armor was made of leather. This kind of do or breastplate means that this piece was made before the invention of firearms. Why do katanas fascinate you? Well, because we learned to sword fight from that master. Oops. And what part of your past do they evoke? We took a katana. Here's another one. The Kabuto helmet is crowned with a May date, a frontal decoration that could be a reference to the samurai's clan. A complex hay date or thigh guard. else? Nope. That's all we can move through. Okay. But hey, we have a katana. If it was a bit sharper, you'd cut yourself simply by looking at it. Okay, so I guess it's a very sharp katana. So in good shape. Mozart's Requiem. The composer, on the verge of death, thought he was writing it for himself, since he viewed the anonymous figure who commissioned it as a supernatural herald of his own destiny. Or so he said in the midst of incapacitating fever. Wait a second. You knew Mozart? Seriously? That melody again. Flashback time. What's this? You're used to seeing refined resins like the one Pauline uses to restore antiques. Seeing it in its true habitat is like seeing an unfried chicken, feathers and all. Maybe Baxter allows you to touch things around here, but you don't want to get them dirty. Huh. So that's what we got the card for. But she said it's not active. I didn't, imagine hearing that, right? He used to be the Witcher in a former life. Yeah, maybe. Seems to be like a bottle next to it, but I can't interact with that. Either a bottle or a very, very non-moving cat. Oh, I have an idea what we might need the resin for. I think we'll use the katana as a letter opener and the resin to close it again. You could open the envelope without damaging it. But first you need to see if there's something interesting in there without opening it. Light the fireplace or something? Some resin would help you close the envelope again, yeah, but it seems like it's already closed. Could open the envelope without damaging it. There's something interesting in there without opening it. Oh, is there anything on there? Anything else? What's this? Unlike other pianos with visible strings, this ones are covered. You guess it's to keep the dust off. Either that or it's not a real piano. I don't know. It would sound differently, right? I mean, that's what you have the thing at the top for, to close it when you're not using it. I don't know, wing? it around a bit, but it doesn't have any extra interaction thingies. So, why don't we see anything else? Baxter asked you to wait here. The card now has 3 dots on it. Yeah, that's resin. The 3 dots is the resin I scraped off the plant. That's not necessary. The fire isn't lit. We're not in your nightmare, and there's no shackled pig here. I don't know. We can't interact with anything here. In winter, like in this painting, yes. Is the sunlight interactive to shine through? I don't think so. Doesn't seem to light up the cursor, at least. Let's see if we see anything more here. You cut that just by pressing slightly with the katana. It seemed that this empty card was totally useless, but it's become a good resin knife. I think we've done that already. I might be slightly stuck here. am limited in movement. There is no interaction point. I can't rub this over it. Can't use my phone. Resin would help close. A knife would help open. And I mean, can we light the fire? We have nothing to light anything. Anything we can interact with here? Not really. Let's see if maybe can't pick it up. That's kind of the weird thing. Oh, maybe there is. Portable creator of micro rain showers. Okay, so I can get at the white thing that I saw. It was just I had to move around here. You know, this is very illogical because usually stuff doesn't dry fast enough. If you dampen the envelope slightly, it will dry in a minute. Whoops. Why? Now you have to open it, don't you? Probably has cameras here somewhere and we just don't see them. We were already introduced to the concept of having all those cameras. If you remember that someone sent Pauline cameras to make the shop more secure. Yeah, then we can close it with the resin later. Is that a book he wrote? No, Legacy of Hyperborea. Oh, so Atlantis.
You may remove your blindfolds, dearest disciples. Behold, Santa Brigida's greatest treasure.
Where are we, Brother Hinas?
Oh, that's none of your business, Brother Iago. It's written in an unknown language, one so rare it could even date back to the days of the Tower of Babel. No one has ever deciphered it, or managed to copy a single character from its alphabet.
Come on, who are you speaking of? Blind men and morons?
Do you dare to give it a try, Brother Giuseppe?
Hey, why does he get to go first? That's not fair.
Let's see. I don't understand a thing. These symbols. I can't stop. I'm trapped by them. Oh no! My God, what's happening to me? Why? Iago! Iago! Help me! Giuseppe!
Do not touch him. There's nothing you can do for him now.
No.
Put your blindfolds back on.
No.
I'll take you to your cells. Never speak to anyone about what happened on this night. And remember, you have seen nothing.
Okay, so this makes sense. Why would he have collected us? Because we can read any language we find. Dawn awakens the sacred monastery of Santa Brigida. The monks rush about with their morning chores. Everyone but you. Giuseppe, the book, Giuseppe, the book, Giuseppe. Why? To hell with work. You decide you won't give up until you find the secret library and face the book. If death claims you while reading its pages, so be it. You won't sit at your desk until you face Giuseppe's murderer, the book in the secret library. Salt? Salt, essential in the winter months when ice jams the hinges on doors and windows, especially in this wing of the abbey. And for alchemy, paper, the second most coveted commodity amongst the abbey's copyists. Novices like you don't have access to the first of these prized possessions, ink. That's all. You'd bet your rosary that the compass belongs to Father Ezekiel and that Giuseppe borrowed it for one of his pranks. Nothing real we can look at. On colder days, a sensible man wears socks, but a righteous one freezes. The rule of St. Francis calls for a certain number of knots on the braided belt. A missing knot a missing knot in the belt of an observant such as Toribio reveals something else is missing in him, intelligent. According to the Franciscan rule, the hood must not be so large as to cover one's face. If you had to go out in this freezing weather, you'd be thankful this weren't the case. The visible mark of your first clerical rank, the beginning of your path towards the sacerdotal order. So he's planning to become a priest? Just a monk? What's this? Ink? Nothing on my desk that could help anyway. Okay. What's that on Giuseppe's desk? An empty spool of thread. He'll never sit there again. He'll never throw rice grains or pebbles at you, or spit at you. Damned book. If only Gines had listened when he asked to read the book before Giuseppe. Brother Toribio, scriptorium cohort by chance, observant at will, and son of a bitch by right. He's only a few years older than you, but the dear Lord has decided to bless him with an extreme tonsure. You mean he's bald? Botillo, the Iberian delicacy, is pork intestine filled with all kinds of meat and tied with string. 5 seconds after Giuseppe heard of this dish for the first time, Toribio had a new nickname. You still remember the time when Giuseppe filled it with cochineal pigment, the type they used to make red dye. When Toribio draped the hood over his head, he screamed just like a pig being slaughtered. Why does he have, like, as if they were crucifixion wounds? That seems unusual. Is he wearing socks? Or does he have really, really yellow feet? Did he try to help? I always forget that.
Say, Toribio? About last night.
Nothing happened last night. Nothing!
Do you think that Hines knew what was going to happen?
You take that back. Father Hines is a saint, not a murderer.
Where's the library?
I don't know.
Come on, you often disappear with Brother Hines. I'm sure that's where he takes you.
Of course. I'm the best copyist in the Abbey. And who else would he trust to copy the secret books?
And?
He always blindfolds me, just like last night. It's better that way. I won't have to resist the temptation of reading heretic texts.
When Giuseppe started to bleed, you did nothing to help him.
It was the devil's doing. That was Satan's blood. It could have contaminated me.
I helped him.
Then get away from me.
Later, upon returning to my cell, I thought I heard whipping in yours.
That's not true.
Do you remember that the abbot prohibited self-flagellation? Do you?
Why? Why can't a pious man pay for his evil deeds?
What evil deed did you perform last night? I thought nothing had happened.
Go with God.
Did he even try to help him? No, the dirty rat. Anything else we can talk to him about?
You must be thrilled now that Giuseppe is dead. No one will ever call you Botillo again.
Shh! Remember, we know nothing.
What was that, Brother Botillo? I can't hear you.
You're acting just like him. I expected more out of you.
What do you think happened exactly?
Didn't I tell you already? It was the devil's doing. He has possessed that book.
I thought the devil specialized in possessing people.
Are you really that naive? He can possess the very air you breathe. I heard that about 2 years ago, in a village far away, the devil possessed a hog so that it would devour the son of a noble.
That's amazing.
That's what happened to us in the intro. Okay, so I guess this is not... Well, wait. Either this is Johnny and he died in between? Or this is someone completely different. I mean, he looks different enough, but like the young version... I don't know, does he look... I mean, he does have the nose, so I think it's Johnny again.
What are you copying?
A text lacking in righteousness. Hortensius by Cicero.
But was it not the very same book that led St. Augustine of Hippo to embrace faith?
What's that? Oh, yes, but God can write straight on crooked lines. That does not prove that the book is not impure. Furthermore, St. Augustine was a sinner before he was a saint. Grant me chastity and continence, but not yet. Pervert.
If the book is everything you say it is, why are you copying it?
Because that cursed Father Ezekiel is contaminating the soul of our dear abbot. He manipulates him with his science and his art to lead him off the righteous path. I wouldn't rule out the use of magic either.
Interesting.
You must be thrilled. Now,
Shh!
calm down. I'm not going to tell anyone.
But the devil can hide anywhere. Only God knows who is watching us and where from.
guess that's it. Can't really talk anymore to you. Only Toribio, Ginés' favorite copyist, is allowed to touch the books on those shelves. Why am I tempted to, like, stroke my hand over the books just to provoke him now?
Nah, the other day, when Brother Botillo was sleeping and Ginés was not in his study, I snuck in through this window. It's a bit risky and not an easy feat. But oh, the pleasure that comes from knowing that I could steal something from our superior if I so desired.
Okay, so I guess we can watch from the outside if we want to and maybe find out something. Oh, okay. I guess we'll go out there then. Oh wait, what's this? That is suspiciously unsuspicious. It's the blindfold you wore last night to go to the secret library. Strange feeling overcomes you. You're suddenly terrified of touching it. You gather your courage and upon touching it, as if spawned by the devil himself, the little man from your nightmares sneaks into your head. Oh, do we have memories?
Before you can control the unknown sense, you must first learn to see through the eyes of yesteryear, young disciple. Your mind stores every single detail of everything you've seen. Close your eyes and say goodbye to today. Focus, breathe, then open them anew. And yesterday is here again.
Oh. So that's what he was. So one thing we just found out now is that sensei, or whatever you want to call him, that master that we learned under in the previous game, and who we learned sword fighting from. Sword fighting in the dark, I think, was basically how you would describe it. That happened in like the Middle Ages still, that we went there, because he remembers it. So there's that, at least. And that means that... but what's interesting is he's still so young. Like, we always return to this, I don't know, what is it, like 25, 30-year-old Johnny yesterday? That we saw earlier. And this one is a younger one, so I would expect this was from before we actually went immortal, became immortal. So the question is, so maybe we saw the master before we actually met him? And then when we heard where he was, that's why we went there. It's interesting. I need to focus to remember every detail. I must be forgetting something. Of course, it could also be that, the first thing was just a triggered memory Johnny had. And then that Johnny, like present day Johnny, living through these events, like got the memory of the master's teachings when he like remembered touching that blindfold. So maybe it's not the monk that remembers these things. I need to focus to remember every detail. I must be forgetting something. Is it still the same description? According to the Holy Mother Church, the tonsure must not be smaller in size than a silver coin. In Santa Brigida, they like to be on the safe side. The rule of St. Francis calls for a certain number of knots, and Toribio doesn't have intelligence. I mean, I guess Toribio is kind of their Cooper equivalent. So he's kind of the dumb muscle. And he can, like copy scriptures well, because that's, like mainly mechanical. Will you ever see Giuseppe again? Yes, in slowly fading memories such as this one. It was Father Diego who told him, keep acting like a demon and the Inquisition will end up examining that mole. In the words of Giuseppe himself, the Franciscan hood is the best place to hide something you don't want to reveal. So maybe... Sometimes you'd like to face yourself and say...
Dark times are upon us. Giuseppe's death is only the beginning. Flee Santa Brigida and never look back. And leave Hines behind? He saved me. He gave me a new life, books, brothers. I can't do that. Hines wants you to follow Satan's path, but you believe in the righteous God. You must observe the rule of St. Francis. I would, but I'm afraid I'm prey to the same sin as Brother Hines, the sin that led Adam to eat from the tree of knowledge and condemn mankind. I want to know. Not only do you understand languages, you're also aided by demons like that painted old man that sometimes appears before you. If you really want to know who you are, you must first accept this. You are Satan's son. So what do I do? Should I devour a live goat? Sacrifice virgins? Kill myself to return to the hell whence I came? No. I must follow Hines' plan, whatever that may be.
Okay, and I think now that it's already this late, this is a good point to end the stream for today. And next time we'll hopefully find out what happened here in the past, who all these people are, and why all this is happening. And I kind of suspect that there's something to be learned from all of these people. And, like, the interaction with the hoods and the belts and things like that, I wonder if that becomes plot relevant. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if we get a flashback of Giuseppe, dying and us finding something that is a useful clue in his hood or something like that, and keeping it for ourselves and then having to remember where we hid it. But yeah, that is for next Sunday, again at 5 p.m. Central European Summer Time, or Daylight Savings Time. So I hope you will be coming again and watching, and I hope you've enjoyed the stream today. And also, remember that on Wednesdays I do streams as well. Usually that's Twitch Sings, so if that kind of thing interests you, then come by, and if you do Twitch Sings yourselves, we have a queue now, so you could, join the queue and have me sing with a recorded duet half that you recorded. We shall see. So, see you either on Wednesday, that's 1 hour later at 6, or on Sunday. If you don't remember the times, remember there is, under the stream is a schedule link. While the stream is going, you might have to click my name to see that schedule link, because it's hidden by default apparently. But like as soon as the stream stops, you should see a schedule link that you can click to see the week's schedule, and I'll try to enter stuff in there if there are any planned streams. And otherwise, click that little follow button. It doesn't cost anything, and you can get notified when I go live next time. So I hope you had fun. I hope you're looking forward to finding out what will be happening here next week. See you and bye-bye.